Mace Hammertime. Mace Hammertime. Mace Hammertime. The Mace Hammertime MMA Power Hour Show. Welcome to the Mace Hammertime MMA Power Hour. Introducing your host, a man who needs no introduction, the living legend. He's a fighter, action star, male model, part-time baker, and sweet love maker. His victories too vast to count, his defeats stand at zero. He's the one, the only, the deadliest man in the known universe, Mace Hammertime. With your co-host, expert in training, Ronnie J. And the all-knowing, all-seeing Deuce Almighty. So strap in and get ready for the greatest show in combat sports, the Mace Hammertime MMA Power Hour. Aloha, everyone.
Aloha.
Welcome.
Aloha.
Welcome to the Mace Hammertime MMA Power Hour show. What's up, everybody? This is Mace Hammertime. I'm the deadliest man in the known universe, here with the experts.
Ronnie J. Deuce Almighty.
Bringing you the greatest podcast in combat sports history and the greatest podcast in the world, period, pretty much in every subject.
That's facts.
We handle it all here, mostly combat sports, UFC, fighting, kicking ass, being awesome.
Sometimes magic.
Sometimes magic. We'll talk about whatever we want because we do whatever the fuck we want. We're here at the Beach Villa, parts unknown, hanging out with Tuffy 5K. Also, he's over there holding it down, getting the pets from the expert Ronnie J. Got a fresh juice box out here because that's what champions drink. They don't drink juice bags, juice boxes all day. Want to shout out to our man, my friend, my close personal friend, Vince. You may know him from his little wrestling thing he does called the WWE. He's finally retiring after a long, storied career.
Congratulations.
For
real.
Yes. Probably the greatest fight organization of all time is WWE, honestly.
Easy.
I know UFC's catching. They're trying to catch up to him. But, I mean, when you've had warriors like Ultimate Warrior, Hulk Hogan, Ric Flair, I mean, come on. Those guys could. Listen, I'm glad the UFC wasn't around in the 80s. If the UFC was around in the 80s, you know who would have been the champion? Hulk Hogan. Easily.
Easy. Hulk Hogan in the 80s had the best walkout song.
He would have definitely been the champion of the UFC with Ric Flair holding it down as well. But those guys, they were past their prime when UFC came around. So we missed opportunity to see some great legends in the octagon. That being said, congratulations. Enjoy your billions of dollars, Vince McMahon. I'm sure it's going to be rough. Living in squalor like you're going to be living in. But anyway, so let's talk about some fighting. What's going on in the UFC with some nuclear news? What do we got, Deuce?
I want to start up with Nate Diaz versus Khamzat Chimaev.
Yes.
Crazy fight.
I want to hear you guys what you think about this whole situation. And do you think Nate Diaz has a chance?
Okay, so that's two different questions, right?
Let's unpack them.
So, answer to your first one, I think that it's a little fucked up, like maybe just a little bit. You know, he's made you money for 20 years. Like regardless of whether you like him or not, y'all made money together and y'all made people happy. So, he deserves a little bit more respect than to be put up against, a rising contender.
Why is he not fighting Clay Guida or something for his last fight?
That would be fucking sick.
Why is he not fighting something like that? They're throwing him to a guy named the Wolf.
Hey, but
come on.
What is Nate Diaz's nickname? I don't think he has one.
It's the Stockton Blabberer.
Stockton native.
the Stockton Marble Mouth. I don't know if he's got a chance at this fight, to be honest with you. I don't think he has a chance in most fights in the UFC at this point. But then, Dana White's like, hey, buddy, you and I have been good friends for a long time. Hey, I got a favor to ask. Will you fight this fucking insanely fucking talented up-and-coming guy who wants to rip your fucking head off? Cool. Let's do that for your last fight in your contract.
No, I think this is what happened. I think so
he was talking all this shit. Nate was talking all that shit. Talking about I'll fight anybody. I've been calling everybody out. And then it was like, oh, you have been calling everybody out.
That's
haven't you?"
right. I got something for you, big dog.
Yeah.
All right, it's the last fight in your contract. You want to get out of your contract? Let's fight for it.
Why don't you go
wanna
give him
talk
a
all this shit?
stopping
Let's talk.
slap?
He likes to talk too. So
Boy, I just don't feel as if this is a wise decision for Mr. Diaz, to be honest with you. Yeah, but his brother's not talking him out of it.
they're
You
both
know?
two of the smartest people I've ever seen.
I know these guys. They're caught in like 2008 when they were good. Like they can't get
Bro.
over that. And
Okay.
then Nate has one win over, and he gets that win over what's that guy's Colin McGregor? What's that guy's name?
Colin McNegger.
That guy, he beat him, luckily.
That's not.
Whoa.
Hey, nah. I said nah. Relax.
Yeah. Yeah, that's it.
So, all right, so
So anyway, Colin McClellan, he beat him once in 2016, which was
yo,
when-
Gerald McClellan. I'm sorry, but Gerald McClellan was like he had the craziest hands, bro.
Gerald McClellan.
Yeah, the boxer.
Oh yeah,
Oh.
yeah. Is he related to Colin?
They possibly.
Possibly.
They're
Yeah,
both
a lot
Irish.
of
They look like
punching,
brothers.
a lot of punching power.
Yeah. So anyway, I don't know how Nate, I think he won the second fight against Colin McClellan, but it was close. But other than that, who is Nate Diaz wrecked in the past 6 years? Anthony Pettis?
Yeah, nah, that was a close fight too, so it wasn't.
Like who? I mean, dude, like what do they expect? And those were at 55 or they're at 70.
That was at 70.
And if they were
that
at
was
70,
at 70.
Pettis is a natural 45er. So like, what are we even talking about here? You know what I mean? Like, I don't understand. I understand why this fight's happening because it's going to make a lot of money.
Mm-hmm.
But fight wise, I don't think it's going to last long. Once Hamzat crushes Nate's face and it turns into an Italian dish of food, it's like it looks like spaghetti and fucking shit. Like it's bad.
You already got issues with that scar
He's just
tissue.
like he's gonna get beat up for five for probably. Okay, we've talked about this last time. It goes to the 5th round. He could Leon Edwards him and maybe get him at the end because that's
His claim
He gonna
to
be too
fame is
busy.
hitting
Almost
Leon
beat-
Edwards one time.
yeah. His claim to fame is almost beating Leon
literally
Edwards.
one time.
No, hitting him one
Yeah. I had him at the. It starts like in 5 rounds and I've been different. I'm like, what? It wasn't 5 rounds. It was 3, and you got beat up for like 99% of it. He's not a good fight. I don't know what's going on and what the deal is with Nate Diaz, but that guy, I've never seen anybody get more mileage off a win than him. Him beating
He knows how to entertain. He knows how to work a crowd. Like, let's be real.
Yes,
He gets everybody pumped.
I like him, but
Exactly. That's what
I like
I'm
him so
saying.
much, I don't want to see him get hurt.
That's what I'm saying. You like
Yeah, I don't wanna
everybody likes him.
I don't
It's
want to
just
see him get hurt. It's like I feel for the guy. He should be investing in more CBD companies to help with his CTE because he's going to need it.
He should be doing like mushrooms, eating a lot of mushrooms.
I don't think he's a psychedelic guy.
I don't either.
It's not bright. That's not bright.
We all know the Hammertime way.
So what does
Mushrooms on deck.
Hamzat do after this?
Hamza is going to have to fight. They're going to give him a championship fight.
yeah. They're gonna use this to repel him to the
They'll
title.
give him because Gilbert Burns wants to fight him again, but I think if he beats Nate Diaz, he is next to fight because I think Kamaru Usman handles Leon. I don't take that negatively about Leon Edwards. I just think that Kamaru Usman handles him. They're going to need somebody to fight Usman before he clears out the division and pulls basically a Volkanovski on the welterweight.
Yeah.
Skips his buddy because he doesn't want to whoop the shit out of his buddy Israel and goes up to 205 and embarrasses himself. That's what Kamaru does, but he could beat Hamzat at this moment as well.
Yeah.
Kamaru beats everybody at 170 at this
what
point.
about like the alternate version of when Nate Diaz pulls out and Hamzat fights Gilbert again?
that could definitely happen. I see that definitely being a possibility, which would, I think Nate Diaz goes to this fight if he's got fucking COVID and his balls are like fucking disconnected from his body because he wants to get out of the contract so bad that he's going to show up. He's going to have to fight somebody at some point to get out of his UFC fight in order for him to go on and do celebrity boxing matches.
So no spinning wheel kick victory.
I don't think Diaz actually cares if he wins. Sad but true. I don't think he cares if he wins this fight. I think he wants to get out of this fight so bad, get out of his UFC contract so badly because one fight with he wants. I guarantee Nate Diaz will fight Jake Paul, and he wants to fight Jake Paul because once Jake Paul loses once, all the money ability and his money fight with him goes down the drain. It's not going to be the same. Like if Jake Paul gets worked by Rockman coming up in this fight, then all these high level celebrity fights get ruined. But back to the point of Hamzat is going to beat the shit out of him. No matter, he's going to beat him up. Like he's going to beat him up for a while. And like he'll hang in there and get beat up, but it's like
it's going to be sad to watch.
It's going to be sad. He's going to be like he's going to be pulling guard, throwing up fucking half-ass fucking attempts while Hamzat smashes his fucking face in. So I don't know. Chandler, let's move on from that because I think that in the end, it's a dick move by Dana White to his buddy. That's what I see happening. It's a dick move, but also, nobody's making Nate take this fight. Chandler versus Poirier. What do you guys think? Are we going to do that? Or are we going to talk about O'Malley next?
Yeah, that's
not O'Malley. I'm talking. Yeah, O'Malley.
Hey, let me do the show.
Oh, sorry.
All right, so Sean O'Malley versus Piotr Jan.
Sean O'Malley versus Piotr Jan. So I don't think it works well for O'Malley in this one. I think O'Malley's too inexperienced with like somebody at the caliber and who's been through actual wars like Piotr. O'Malley hasn't been through a war yet.
Nah.
Piotr's been through fights.
Yeah, bro. Like
he's been
5 rounds. 5
round battle fights, which leads us to the interesting insider information that I got because I'm the insider.
Tell us.
Well, O'Malley fired his manager.
Damn.
Now, my theory behind that is he took O'Malley's manager got the fight with Piotr Jan, and O'Malley actually didn't want that fight. The reason behind that, why you ask? Well, because O'Malley wasn't ready for it. I think O'Malley was probably looking to fight somebody more in the top 10. Because it would have been an easier fight for him. Because somebody like Piotr Jan he's fought the best of the best
of the best
and actually lost and went rounds with people.
Yeah.
Who would be a better matchup for O'Malley at this point right now? Do you got the rankings pulled up there, Deuce? Do we have any knowledge on who would be a better fight for him?
Off the top of my head, probably like Corey Sandhagen or Cheeto.
Rematch with Cheeto would be good. He doesn't want it though.
Dominic Cruz.
I could see him fighting Frankie Edgar would be a good fight.
Oh man, that'd be crazy.
I think Frankie Edgar's too small.
I think Frankie Edgar should be not fighting in the UFC anymore, and he should be working the pickup line for his grandkids over at the school they go to because him fighting the UFC right now is not a good idea, especially.
At least you didn't say go to BKFC. That's.
I don't even think he should go to BKFC. If Frankie Edgar's not loaded by now,
good
Rich,
shit. I like to hear that, Mace.
Yeah, I don't think they have a division for grandparents at BKFC. Like, what is Frankie Edgar doing? Like,
he chilling, bro.
He should be chilling. He should not be fighting anymore.
He should.
He keeps on going down the rankings.
Ooh, Song Your Dog would be a good fight.
How about Merhab or that guy?
He would just take him down. Merhab would just take him down.
Then we'll get to see.
Nah, I think Dominic Cruz because Sean O'Malley has to face somebody his size.
I think you're right. That'd be a great fight.
Marlon Vera and Corey Sandhagen are both his size.
Yeah, but they're too high range.
They're too high range.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, but he's going right. I don't know if you noticed though. He's going up to Piotr.
I mean, I guess it doesn't matter now.
He's gonna get fucked up.
This is gonna be crazy.
He's gonna get fucked up by a man.
The fact that he skips Sanhagen is crazy.
Yeah, for real, bro. I would, especially
That would
since
piss me off.
yeah,
Because like Sanhagen's always like willing to do the work. I think
Corey's chill though, so it's not like
Corey would. Oh my gosh, that's the fight of the century.
that would be a
I
crazy
think-
fight.
I think at this particular point, he could compete with anybody up to Rob Font.
Rob Font trash.
I think.
Yeah, Rob Font, he would get crushed.
I
Rob
think
Font
he
would
can
get
compete.
crushed.
I think that anybody under Rob Font is somebody that he should fight. Anybody underneath Rob Font would probably need to second that thought, because he could fight Merab, he could fight Marlon, he could. That's it. Everybody else he's got no chance against.
What about Umar Nurmagomedov?
No, he can fight. I'm telling you, he can fight anybody. He can fight anybody underneath number 7. He could fight and win. He could definitely compete against Marlon or against Cheeto and Merab, but he is getting his ass whooped by anybody 4 and up.
Yeah, Sanhagen, Jose Aldo, TJ Dillashaw, Peter
Jose
Yan,
Aldo would tear his
Aljamain
legs.
Sterling.
That's what I mean. He's
shreds.
I think he's scared. Honestly, this fight for him is this is a career defining moment. Now,
I want to mention something.
Sure.
I want to go back to after the his last fight when Cejudo was talking to him. I don't think he was speaking confidently. I think that he was worried that Cejudo was being serious.
He was being serious, and I think
know, but I don't think that O'Malley saying, "Oh, then let's do it," or like, "Are you being serious?" I don't think that was him like moving up and being like, "Oh yeah, like, are you serious? You really want to do this? You just bullshit." And I think that he was like, "I don't know if that's what I want. Like, are you serious?"
I can
like,
see that. I could see that. I think he has a lot of doubts. I
You
think
hate
that.
to see it.
Well, I think that after the fight with Pedro, knowing that he lost the first round, like how unsatisfying is that for him? He lost the first round on the scorecards. So, and he knows that. And
you don't think that would make him more hungry for it?
Hey, you have a little doubt in your
bro,
mind.
he's not one of those. Like, again, he likes to fight from the top.
Mhm.
That's why he's 6 foot in 135.
It's true.
Yeah.
It's true. He has like when he fucking got beat up by like when Cheeto fucked him up. He knocked him his ass out.
He elbowed the dog shit out of him.
Yeah, and
Cheeto's elbows are a thing of beauty.
Cheeto's a nasty dude.
Yeah.
So with I understand why O'Malley fired his manager. I don't think he was supposed to take this fight. I just don't think it was in the cards. I think they were looking at more like a Frankie Edgar, like let's take down a legend. Let's take down Edgar. Let's take down Cruz. Those would be 2 smart fights for him in the next 2 years.
Yeah.
And unfortunately, they're like, if he gets fucking beat, like really beat up badly, this is bad for his brand. It's bad for his brand.
Yeah.
Because unlike I'm talking, he gets starched. You know, and like with the Cheeto thing, he's always like, "Oh, he hit a nerve, blah blah blah," and he's got his out. If he just gets like it put on him pretty badly, it's
that shit is done with.
That's why I think that's why he hasn't like headlined a fight night. Well, that's actually not true, but that's a big reason why he's not like in these 5-round fights.
I just don't think they've definitely shaped him, and I think the UFC's been really smart. And I think up until now, his manager's been really smart.
Yeah.
You know, but if he gets beat up pretty bad, goodbye to his ginger buddy, Tim Welch. His whole camp will be gone. He's going to have to move to someplace else and do something different. It's going to show a lot. This is where you find out this fight.
Do you want to be a fighter?
Well, it just shows you. It shows you really. It's going to show you a lot about who Sean O'Malley is. If he comes out here and he puts on the performance of a lifetime, like Eddie Alvarez versus Conor McGregor type performance, then Sean O'Malley will be instantly the best fighter in the world.
Mm-hmm.
Funny, hey, I hate to go back to the Hamzat thing, but he said the dumbest thing ever.
Who, Hamzat?
Hamzat said the stupidest thing ever. Hamzat said that he wants to fight Usman as soon as possible because Usman's the number 1 pound for pound fighter in the world. He said that if Leon Edwards beats Usman, He doesn't want to fight Leon Edwards because he's not the number 1 pound for pound fighter in the world. Then he said, if he fights Usman, and he beats Usman, that makes Hamzat the number 1 pound for pound fighter in the world automatically, right? That's his logic.
That
But
makes
by that
no
logic,
sense.
wouldn't that make Leon Edwards the
That
number
makes
1?
no
Because
sense.
he's like, if Leon beats Kamaru, he's not
I guess
the
he
number 1.
just doesn't respect him.
Yeah, like that gotta be it, because that makes no fucking sense.
But that's like the dumb. In one paragraph, he said the exact same thing. If Leon wins, he's not. If I win, I am. Doesn't that make Leon? Anyway, Hamzat logic. Never forget it. So, but if we look at the 135-pound division, I don't think O'Malley is he's a top 10 guy right now, but definitely not top 3 and definitely not top 5.
I think he has the potential to be better, but
It's
yeah.
a long way to go. He's got to go through a fight. He's got to get into a real fight where he digs deep. I mean, he was in a real fight with that little guy, that little Asian guy that didn't understand that you're not supposed to take somebody down when they have a broken leg. What was he fucking doing? So O'Malley could definitely have two losses on his career, both because of his leg, and both, like, one of them to a scrub.
Yeah.
He almost lost to a scrub. So, I don't know. I think that I really think that he could be O'Malley could be a great fighter, but we're gonna have to see him tested against somebody in a real fight, not a tin can they've got lined up. Former like Eddie Wineland, all those guys they had, those are all respectable guys and good fighters, but they're jobbers. You know, they're like the equivalent of a jobber in WWE. So
Yeah, the only people who really were
Look at this
invested in
guy.
the Eddie Wineland, the Eddie Wineland fight were like people who watch WEC. So it was like that was kind of getting into the older crowd, and that didn't really matter as much.
it was nice to see him knock the fuck out of Eddie Wineland. It shows like he's definitely belongs in the UFC and not a chump. He's definitely beat the people he's needed to beat. But when the only time he fought anybody who was a real fighter, Cheeto, he fucking lost.
Yeah.
So he's going to the, I don't know. This is a bad career choice, to be honest with you.
I feel like if he pulls this off, which if he does this
pulls
tactically,
off, he's fucking Jordan.
That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm
Oh my
saying.
God.
Jordan,
oh
bro.
my God.
That's what I'm saying. And listen, I don't think that he can't not do it.
Yeah. It's just
It's
not
just-
looking good.
This is the odds aren't with him.
Yeah.
The odds aren't with him in this particular situation, but it could work out.
I
for
mean,
him.
I don't know. It's 3 rounds.
Yeah.
He doesn't have to go 4 or 5 rounds.
That's facts.
Thank God.
Yeah, for
Yes,
real.
Yes.
Thank God. But like,
I think it kind of plays into his game, man.
it does. But you know,
It's
Piotr,
gonna be a hard fight, but I think this will show us who the fuck O'Malley is, man.
Yeah.
I want to see him get hit. I want to
He
see him.
will.
I want to
He
see him get
will.
hit.
He gonna get hit a lot.
I want to see him get hit and see how he responds to that. I want to see him
Hard
get
kicks,
yes.
hard punches, hard cross hook lows.
I want to see that face get touched. Also, his face has not been touched.
Yeah,
Yeah.
but I think his game plan will be
I want to
Take
see him
his
look.
back.
Yeah, I want to see him
take
look.
his
You
back.
think so?
Take his back. Yes.
I want to see him look.
Yeah,
like,
he gonna be panic wrestling for real.
Bro, if I was O'Malley, I'd jab, 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 jab. He get in close, clinch, get to the back, body triangle.
Just the whole fucking
Bro,
time.
he's long as shit. He can do it
Yeah.
while standing up.
yeah.
If he gets in the clinch, he gets an underhook, gets an overhook, he swims under, takes his back, he can get right into the triangle.
Do you think
From, that
Piotr?
shuck position.
Now
But
let's-
do you think Piotr has been working on
I
escaping?
think he has, but not like he's fighting a striker.
Yeah.
Yeah, but let's also talk about the mindset of someone like O'Malley. You think he's going to want to wrestle? That dude's going to want to put on
I think he wants to win.
Yeah.
No,
he
but
better
then,
focus on winning.
he
like-
loves his striking. He loves
I feel
it.
which I'm not saying that he can't knock him out, but I would at least put a round in the bag.
Yeah, exactly.
Put
Don't
money
do
in the
anything
bank
stupid.
early. Put money in the bank.
Either that
early.
or third round, be like, all right, I'm up 2 rounds. Fuck it. And just start going for takedowns.
Bro, first round, start striking with him, get Peter Yan used to it. Then 2 minutes left in the round, take his back.
That would be that would be fucking
Bro, I think that would
hilarious.
be enough for him to win 2 rounds.
Yeah.
He's going to fucking need it.
Yeah.
He's going to
He's
fucking
gonna
need it.
need it.
He's going
gonna
to
need it.
fucking need it because
This is gonna test his
This
IQ
is the
for
worst thing
real.
ever for him. I don't know what. Like,
This is
I mean,
hard. This is a hard fight.
I guarantee he's already losing sleep about this and being like,
Yes,
oh,
he
fuck.
hasn't slept all week.
You know, they line him up against fucking.
He's doing Zans right
He
now.
ain't been the same since.
They line him up against some of these chumps he's been fighting. He's like, oh, like easy work. Now he's
Yeah.
like,
It was gonna take a bit of thinking.
I'm actually gonna be in a real fight. This is gonna be awesome. I can't wait to see what happens. So good luck to O'Malley. I know you're undefeated. You can also test it against me if you want. I mean, I'm undefeated. I know you got your fake loss on the line, but I'd be willing to beat you up for fun. Anyway,
Want to move on to the 155 lightweight division?
nice. This is the division which is probably known as the most competitive division in all fighting.
Yeah, it's been that way
55.
for a while.
Unfortunately, and this is something we have talked about before, there's no clear dog in that division at this point. You guys before the show were talking about who's the better striker with Makhachev and Oliveira.
Oliveira.
Yeah,
I think they're both both decent MMA strikers,
Yeah, they're not winning any
But-
like Muay Thai tournaments.
but they win a lot.
I got Oliveira as the better striker.
I
Yeah,
think he looks more natural as a striker. But they're all predicated. All the striking's predicated on the fact they can take you down and kill you.
yeah.
Facts.
So they get away with this this different
I
kind of.
think he needs head movement though. He get hit too much.
He's pretty stiff, actually. It's funny he does that Brazilian dance at the end. He's all slick and smooth, and his head's just like
He moves his head
got-
when he's
got
fucking
that
doing it.
Vanderlei Silva head movement in the fights. It's pretty fucking bad. But I think though they all benefit from having average striking because of this amazing ability to grapple with people.
Borderline superhuman.
Super good. So, but I don't think any of these guys stay on top of the division for any long period of time.
Hmm.
I think Oliveira is going to win. The funny, I you know what I said before, like, and I speak fluent Brazilian Portuguese, so I know everything he's saying. But with these Brazilian fighters, you wonder if they could translate if Oliveira would be a bigger superstar if he spoke, amazing English. And maybe it's for the best he doesn't speak English. Maybe he's like a Luke Rockhold kind of guy in Brazil.
To be honest with you, like when I read the fucking subtitles, it's like pretty cool. He says like some cool shit, and like it's like a vibrancy about him though.
Yeah,
I know-
for
I-
You
real.
look at him, it's like, damn, that motherfucker is the guy.
Yeah,
no,
for real.
I know. I feel that way. But if you didn't speak English and you saw Luke Rockhold and he's saying stuff about samurai warriors and stuff, and it was translated, you'd be like, oh, this guy's
Whoa,
serious
That's
about
deep.
martial arts. He's a real deep thinker. He looks very famous, like movie star, even like a movie star. You're like, he's a dork.
Yeah.
He's one of the dorkiest dudes of all time. And he doesn't look like it though. But I think Oliveira wins against Makhachev.
Yeah, I do too.
Just I have a feeling he's going to win, and then it's going to be he'll be the champ for a while, and I think there might be a rivalry between him and Makhachev, which would be cool. But there's so many guys falling down at lightweight right now.
The top 5 is gonna be different.
They're
next
falling
year.
down. So we got, like all these guys, Dustin Poirier, what's his name?
Justin Gaethje.
Gaethje. All those guys, they've sniffed the title, and that's as far as they're going to get.
Yeah, like
It's over. So you're going to see these guys dropping. They're going to drop fights to guys on the come up.
What's kind of crazy? This is the division that has like everyone's like the best division ever or whatever.
Yes.
But there's only been like 1 or 2 champions.
yeah.
Yeah.
Like it's the best division ever, but none of these dudes have ever touched the title.
Well, we got Dos Anjos as a champion in there. Connor was a champion. Who
He'll
else?
never touched the belt
Poirier
again
was
in his
interim.
life.
Justin was interim. Charles was a champion. Chandler had a title shot. Ferguson was interim. So, but I think like it brings me back to the point, like there needs to be a dog. That Jalen Turner guy's coming for fucking blood.
Bro.
Yeah, I can't wait for him to get the belt.
I mean, Armin,
He
there's
very well could.
the top 10 of this division, top 15 is going to flip in the next
Yeah.
2 years.
Yeah.
All
I
these
think-
guys, Chandler,
I'm
all these
telling
guys are they're gonna be struggling in a while. They're gonna start losing a lot of fights. Tony Ferguson's already done. Conor McGregor,
I think it's about to be like there's gonna be like 5 that just drop out within like a 2-year period.
Dan Hooker.
So it's gonna be like
No,
Poirier's
no,
about to
just-
be out of here, Gaethje's about to be out of here, Chandler's about to be out of here, Dos Anjos out of here, Ferguson out of here, Connor out of here, Hooker out of here.
Hooker's
That's 7 people,
gone.
bruh.
7
So,
of the top
Damn,
15 are about to be
that's
gone
7
in the
people.
next 2-3 years.
totally.
Good God.
And you see all these like I cannot wait to see the who's gonna be the next superstar at that weight division. Not Makhachev. He doesn't got the personality for it.
Yeah.
He doesn't have the personality for it.
Like,
it's gonna
Khabib
be-
is
it's Jalen
charismatic.
Turner, man.
Yeah, but
It's
Khabib,
Turner.
Khabib is awesome, but Khabib's not Islam. Islam is boring.
Exactly.
Jalen Turner's great. He's a nice guy though. Doesn't seem like he's got like a bad bone in his body. Doesn't have that kind of superstar attitude. So we'll see. We'll see. I think it's gonna be competitive, but it's gonna be a long time before there's somebody who's gonna be the top draw, top dog. I think you're gonna see a lot of in the next 5 years. I think at lightweight you're gonna see the championship change hands all the time.
Mhm.
All the time. Because you know when Habib was coming up or when Conor won the belt, you're like, oh, that's the clear dog, right? And there were so many guys nipping at the heels, but then when Habib won, you're like, oh, that's the clear number 1 guy in that division. There's just not that going on, I think, at lightweight at this point, which which is like, and that what like you also have guys that aren't even ranked. Paddy Pimblett's not even ranked, and then Paddy the Batty, who won this last weekend, and where does he go from there? You know, what's that guy's future? Because they want that guy to be.
They want him to be the guy.
Well, they do want him to be the guy, and
Tony Ferguson.
Well,
that's fucked up. I'm just.
I don't know if he could beat those guys. So the thing about Paddy Pimblett, which I think he's overrated in a lot of ways, but he is in his heart a fighter.
Yeah.
He's a regular fucking dude, which is great. People like him because he just seems like your buddy.
Yeah.
Like he seems like your buddy you play Xbox with and fucking chill out with, like, and just do regular stuff with. He doesn't seem too unapproachable as a human being, but he's gonna get knocked the fuck out. He's gonna get knocked out. And I think he's okay with that. But I hope he gets about 4 or 5 more wins before he gets knocked out. Because I like it. I like him.
Yeah.
I think it's really hard for him to fight. Because if you saw him, like he does the switch. You know, we talk about the switch.
Yeah.
If you watched him before the fight, what he does the same thing. He goes to this thing. He does this thing where he just like I don't think he's a nice dude, and he has to bring out an unnice part of himself to do that. And I think he's scared. I think he's afraid, and I think he uses all that towards victory. I just don't think skill-wise he's going to go all the way to the top with his chin that far in the air.
Yeah. And it's really just that, honestly. Like,
He's wild, man. He's a wild fighter. He knows how to win. He's in there to I think he's really in there trying to survive as a human being. Like I think he views it as like a life and death thing, and he's like trying to get out of there alive. And people fucking love him.
That makes a lot of sense because the way he talks about fighting, like he literally said in a past life, like I was a gladiator, I was a warrior. Like that's really how he view. Like not on no Luke Rockhold cringy shit.
No,
like,
I think he really believes
exactly
he needs to kill this person to get out of there, and like he's willing to like, you know, the kind of guy that like that fight or flight's a real thing with human beings.
Yeah.
Oh, for sure.
Yeah.
And,
Some people perform higher than others.
for sure,
Yeah.
and some people aren't comfortable with that feeling. It's like this is a primordial thing that like you're feeling it because it's scary around you. And so most people like seek comfort in the life, and obviously being in an octagon locked in with another human being who's wanting to kill you as well could be scary. And I think that people use that, like you said, to their abilities, and he's one of those people. Him and that chick Molly Meatball, I hope they keep winning, and I hope they keep putting them on pay-per-views because they're good for MMA.
Yeah.
They're really good for
They're
MMA.
like fun, normal people.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Like that's
And you know, shout out to Jordan Levitt too for being a good sport.
Mhm.
That
Yeah,
dude
for real.
that dude is a problem too.
yeah, he's
Don't kid yourself. That dude's a problem. He
He's
was
so
he was
strong.
beating Patty the first round
He's so
until the
fucking
very end where
strong.
Patty just got angry and kind of like got mount on him or something like that at the end of the first round. But like that Jordan Levitt guy is a good fighter. He's not a great striker, but he's gonna be like a Rob Fonte kind of guy. It's fine. He'll be hanging around.
Yeah.
But hats off to him for being a good sport by getting teabagged.
Hey, it happens. It's the game.
He was a good sport about that, and I'm happy that worked out. But you never want to get teabagged in public.
Nah.
You don't want to get teabagged in private either. But anyway, so what do you think Paddy Pimblett's ever going to be a top 10 fighter though?
Yeah.
Do you think he's going to be a top
10? Yeah.
Yeah, top 10, definitely.
top 10? Who does he beat on this list? Right
On
now?
this list right now?
Who does he beat? Nobody. He doesn't beat anybody in the top 15. He does not beat anybody up there.
Dan Hooker.
Mate.
Dan
You know what?
Hooker.
Yeah, but you know what? Hooker's an old veteran. And I bet Hooker, if he doesn't try to Skeletor himself down to 145 again like an idiot, just stays at 55 and fights.
He's a warrior. Dan Hooker does what he has to do.
Dan Hooker can definitely beat people. And I think that'd be a good fight for Patty.
Yeah.
I think he could definitely put in some work. I think Tony Ferguson beats Patty.
I don't like Tony Ferguson looked good in his last fight, but like he's not coming back.
Patty
from that.
Pimblett only looks good for like 20 seconds in every fight.
He got okay. Tony Ferguson looked good in the first round.
But you see what I mean? Like
Yeah,
Patty Pimblett looks like trash, does something crazy, amazing, takes
Yeah.
advantage of it, and wins the fight.
Yeah.
That's what Patty Pimblett
I
does.
mean, but that's what fighting is. Fighting is finding that opportunity, you know.
Yeah, but Patty
to
Pimblett
kill.
Patty Pimblett hasn't beat down somebody in the UFC yet. Where he just walked him down, beat him
I
up.
feel like
yeah,
he
not
will.
once.
Yeah,
I
he's
feel
gotten
will.
clocked, he's gotten rocked, he's gotten hurt. He's been not in trouble, but
Nah, he's been in some fucking trouble.
Yeah.
man.
That's the journey.
he gets
and
hit
that's,
way too much.
that's the journey, and that's how it is. I feel like he's still young enough to learn from those mistakes, though.
I feel that too, but he knows like he can get hit.
he's like 30 years old, dude.
oh,
I thought he was 27.
Check how old he is. I think he's like 30 years old, honestly. I think he's older than people think.
Oh,
He's got
he's
like
one of those.
he's
got
got
one
like
of those
25
faces,
he's got
bruh.
like 25 fights.
Wait, what?
He's what is he? He's like 20, he's like 19. He's 19 and 3, so he's got 23
he's
fights.
27.
Okay.
All right.
Okay.
I thought he was older.
Ooh, that's because I believed you for a second. That scared the shit out of me. I was like, damn, he might. I might have to take that back. Top 15.
27.
All of his fights in the UFC are finishes, though.
True, he's a finisher. And like I said, I love the dude. Like, I hope he keeps winning.
He needs to start grappling more for real. Like he needs to learn how to wrestle.
I mean, he's got submissions, man.
No, he has a lot of
He's got
submissions,
2 submissions in the UFC already.
but
like
both
he-
of those submissions
he-
didn't really come from.
He's
him
not a
putting them on the
great
ground.
technical fighter. I told you, he's advantageous and he's very opportunistic in getting wins, and he's a finisher. So in the end, that's all that matters, right? He could go all the way to the top doing that. But
Yeah, but how long would he last at the top? That's the
don't know.
question.
who else? What other fights were on that 275 that card from London?
All right, let's go into this past UFC fight night: Blades versus Aspinall. We'll just pretty much say who won. Going
Yeah, let's
from
go through there.
bottom to the top.
I kind of want to talk about the heavyweight fight because of what it does to the heavyweight division there. So go ahead.
Gotcha. Nicholas Dalby. I actually like this card. It was a lot of like people that I got to see that I didn't know who they were.
Yeah, true.
Nicholas Dalby beat Claudio Silva. Victoria Leonardo beat Mandy Baum. I like Mandy Baum.
She got beat though, huh?
Yeah. Jai Herbert. I like Jai Herbert too. Jai Herbert cold, bro.
Yeah. The
Versus
takedowns
Kyle
was crazy.
Nelson. Muhammad Makhayev versus Charles Johnson beat Charles Johnson. I like him too, Muhammad Makhayev.
Yeah.
A lot of people making their names for themselves on that card, but it just was a lot of decisions on there. All those were decisions.
Jonathan Pierce, a local dude, beat Makwan Amir Khani. JSP, baby.
JSP.
He actually fought on a card with 2 of our teammates.
No kidding.
Yeah.
Crazy.
Look at him now.
Facts. Nathaniel Wood, I like him too. Beat Charles Rosa.
Wood is good.
Pause.
Wait, yeah, pause.
I don't know how to say Mark's last name. It confuses me.
DeCasey.
All right, Mark DeCasey versus Demir Hazovic. Mark DeCasey beat him. Ludovic Klein beat Mason Jones. That's all prelim card. I'm going into the main card.
Oh
Volkan
yeah,
Ozdemir
let me
beat
talk
Paul
about this
Craig.
one. How dumb is Paul Craig?
Bro, he had 3 double legs
Paul
that he
Cra-
could have finished.
Paul Craig has got to be the dumb. He's pulling guard the whole fight.
Yeah.
He's the dumbest. Like what was that guy doing? I you know what? I used to think he was he's no Braveheart. He's no Braveheart.
Braveheart would have gone for the
Take that
takedown.
shit back to Scotland, Paul Craig. You let your fucking country down with those fucking pathetic double leg chances.
Bro.
What was he doing?
He could have finished those double legs, but he chose to pull him on top of him.
He was pulling
That
the guy
was-
on him. Is he
Oh
hurt?
my-
Paul Craig, I was on the Paul Craig hype train for a while there, but
He
now I'm
couldn't
off
have
it
been
now.
hurt because he was lighting him up for moments in the fight. When he chose to actually stand, he was lighting Volkan up.
I think Paul Craig had a bottle of scotch before that fight, or bet on. I bet he's a degenerate gambler. He bet on Volkan Ozdemir to win.
That's fucked.
Okay, anyway, so Paul Craig, you let me down.
Next,
Paul Craig's probably the kind of Scot who wears underwear with his kilt. Okay, so
Meatball Molly McCann beat Hannah Goldie.
I think Molly McCann is probably one of my favorite fighters right now.
Yeah,
She's moving
nice,
up
man.
too.
She's rad. She's
Yeah.
funny as
Piecing people the
shit,
hell up, yo.
and she's a scrapper.
yeah,
Bro, I
she
want
just
to
go forward and throw.
for real. I want to see her fight someone in the top 10.
I want to see her fight
honestly.
Patty.
You want to see her fight Patty?
Yeah, they fight
that
the
should
same.
be crazy.
They fight the same. You think they fight the same gym?
We're Scousers. We don't get knocked out.
Oh my gosh! Well, they're both gonna get knocked out probably in the same card together.
That'd be crazy. I'd be sad.
But no, it's gonna come on. It's
If
only listen,
Meatball lost, I'd be more sad than if Patty lost.
it's
if I'm
really
being
only a
real.
matter of time before they both get put down.
Nah, they'll survive. They're
Okay.
Scousers.
So let's talk about fucking Alexander Gustafsson and not showing up. Who was that?
Yo, that was wild,
Boy,
bruh.
when they
That's
say
the retired dad. bro.
Nah,
Oh
when
my
he hit
God,
that
he
man,
looked
when
bad.
he hit him the first time, I was like, yo. And then he hit him again. I was like, no. Then he just kept hitting. I was like, yeah,
And
it's over.
Nikita's a good fighter, but geez, he beat the shit out of him. Like he just wouldn't stop. He was pulling a jag on him, just
For real.
all over him. He was.
For
He
real.
was.
Like I was like, this guy fights just like my fucking buddy Jag. He was fucking in his face the whole time, wouldn't let him breathe at all. It wasn't pretty, but I think Alexander Gustafsson was expecting like a PKB sparring match or something.
Nah, that's that's Nikita's style though. Like he's a black belt in Kyokushin, I think.
He got fucked up.
Yeah.
I wish you know what sucks so bad for Alexander Gustafsson. You can only take that dude. You can only do that stupid corny take your gloves off thing once.
Yeah.
He couldn't do it again and get any respect.
Yeah.
So he
just
already
had to
retired
leave.
once. He had to leave. He had shame in his eyes. He had Swedish shame. He's like, what am I doing? Like, I guarantee he's like, what am I doing here?
Yeah.
Like, this
He's
is
like, yo, this shit's stupid.
this sucks. I just got my ass beat up. My kids are old enough to remember now. This sucks. And it's at my preferred weight.
Fighter, stop bringing your kids to your fights.
Stop unretiring. Does anybody not know what happened to BJ Penn? It's a cautionary tale of retirement. Fighting is the only sport you you literally cannot come back. You can't come back. You can't unretire. Listen, Cejudo comes back, he's gonna get fucked up. He's gonna get fucked up.
But he's been training with DJ.
He's fat. And he got a girlfriend. He was a virgin. That's why he was winning those fights back in the day.
for real. That makes sense because he was like wrestling.
He was a
till
virgin.
I mean,
Now
he
he's
was
got now
wrestling up until
now
was, like,
he's
19.
had sex with the first girl he's ever dated, and he's like, okay, cool, I'm gonna stick with her.
Yeah,
and,
this shit crazy.
And now he's probably like 160 pounds. Like, and every single time he coaches somebody, they lose. I'm just saying, stay retired. When you're done, you're done.
All right, moving on
Mace,
to the
you really
next
coming
fight
for these people.
on the card. Patty the Batty versus Jordan Levitt.
Good fight. That was probably the most entertaining fight. Him and Molly put on the best fights, and Jordan and all those are good fights.
Facts.
Jordan Levitt outstruck him.
He did. I think Jordan Levitt won the first round. on the scorecards. Patty mounted him at the end and got some. It looked good because Patty ended
That's
up.
what made me give the first round to Patty. I'm not gonna lie.
I don't think
after that I gave the first round to Patty.
If you were an expert judge like me, you'd know that it's a cumulative damage through the round, and I think that Patty got a few shots, and they weren't even bad shots. I think it was like 10 seconds of flurry.
Yeah.
Regardless, it didn't look good, and from there the fight kind of flipped a little bit, and Levitt didn't come out as confident the second round, but he had a plan for Patty, wrestle him. And it looked like it was working. You get a 3-round. If you get a higher level wrestler against Patty and he just like pushes him around, like if he gets in the ring with Dos Anjos or something like that, they're just gonna bully him against the fucking cage and beat him up because that's what Levitt was doing.
That's what I was saying earlier. He needs to work on his wrestling, and like he has good judo throws. Like he can throw motherfuckers like really well.
I don't think Patty's particularly strong either.
Exactly. Like he uses leverage like really well.
I think he's a muscular guy, but I don't think he's a really super like powerful dude. But like I said, he keeps winning, so
Jordan Levitt definitely is. That man is strong as shit.
Jordan Levitt's got that wrestler strength.
You could see that shit on Patty's face. He grabbed him once, and Patty was like, "Oh."
Levitt didn't seem comfortable though. He didn't seem like he was confident in the fight. So I don't know.
He didn't seem like he was confident that whole week.
No, I don't think. I think it was kind of like the situation was kind of a bit bigger for him. But I think well, I'm excited to see where Levitt goes after this as well.
Yeah,
who does Levitt fight again next, and if he's a real contender, I think it'll say a lot about how good Patty is if Levitt goes on and starts beating people up too. But in the main event was sad,
tragic.
Tom Aspinall was my dark horse future long reigning heavyweight champion of the UFC, and which by long reigning I mean like 3 fights in, but his knee's fucked. If he's blew out his ACL, that's another year. He's a big dude. I don't know. We all see what happens when you fuck up your legs at heavyweight.
He really and this is me being optimistic. He really has to trust himself during this recovery process because so many athletes
go to the knees over toes guy.
For real. So many athletes
no
just
bullshit.
Don't do that. No, for real.
Go to knees over toes guy. Don't even fuck around.
Is this his first knee injury?
I believe so. I mean, he's been doing jiu-jitsu since he was young, so
what a bummer though. That fight lasted 15 seconds, so I don't think there was anything exciting about.
And they both look good as shit.
I was ready for it, honestly, but
that was about to be a violent match.
Anyway, I don't know where Tom Aspinall goes though, but I don't where does Curtis Blades go next? He's already been beat up by fucking Ngannou twice, so
he's probably gonna
just keep on beating people up for money.
Yeah, and then just never be champ.
Yeah, well, if Ngannou's gonna leave after he's gonna leave after the next fight as well.
Oh,
he's gonna go box.
Everyone's
going to boxing after. I mean, it's a smart call.
His contract is over.
It's over. Yeah, he's gonna go box.
Yeah, I don't think he's fighting in the UFC again.
He might come back.
He wants to, but if he said if Dana's gonna be stubborn about it, then
no, yeah, well, definitely. And I think also though, let's say his contract runs out, he beats up whoever they throw in front of him next.
PFL.
So he goes and fights Tyson Fury for $25 million. Francis Ngannou never fights again, ever in anything.
Yeah,
no PFL.
No, dude, doesn't. I don't think he.
Why would you not earn an easy meal?
You know what? I don't think
just for your last showing. This is my last season. This is my last few fights. I'm just about to knock 3 people out, win a meal, and bounce. That'd be hard as shit.
Dude, if he fights Tyson Fury though, he's gonna get 20 mil plus.
Yeah, I know.
I just he's just dude. I don't think Francis Ngannou likes fighting. He's from a place where I don't think he particularly enjoys it. He had to make himself into it was easy when he was just scary and knocking people into oblivion. But then once he had to fight somebody, when Stipe fucking fought him, he didn't really like that. He fucking hated it. So then he had to go and reevaluate himself. But I think he likes making money. And I think this is his only way to make money. And if he sees an opportunity to fight for $20 million,
he'll take it.
And then when he's done, he's done. I'd be done. I wouldn't come back and fight in the UFC for any amount of money.
Damn.
Think about Brock Lesnar.
Yeah, nah.
Brock Lesnar came back for one fight against Mark Hunt, who was easily the easiest fight for him to take.
Yeah.
And he was even on
bullshit
steroids
though, bro. That was so fun.
But then Brock finishes that fight. He gets pops for steroids and all. He's like, you know what? This UFC thing, fuck this.
I can't do Royce. The fuck?
I'm going back to fake fucking fighting. Okay, so I don't know. Enough on that. I just think that UFC London card was kind of a fucking downer.
Yeah.
I mean, I was there. I got my place over in London, so I was over there hanging out. I flew my G6 myself over there. Sometimes I do that. Sometimes I take the MiG. Okay.
Now moving into UFC 277. Checking out like the early prelims. There's like no one that I know. I know Jocelyn Edwards a little bit.
Oh, they got a bunch of no pictures again.
Yeah, I don't know anyone.
Oh, it's a bunch of debuts. I fuck
Yeah.
with
You got-
that. I fuck with
I'm
that.
cool with the debuts. And then on the prelims, Draker Close versus Rafa Garcia, Dontel Myers versus Hamdi Adluab,
No picture
Um,
again.
Drew Dober versus Rafael Alves, Alex Morono versus Matthew Semmelsberger.
Hey,
You talk-
send me the Jedi.
Listen. You talk about UFC jobbers. Drew Dober and Jakar Closer. No,
Yeah,
Jakar's only had 2 losses though, so he's all right. But Drew Dober seems like they'll put him in against. I think so. See, this is what they drew to. They do this to Drew. They give him 3 killers in a row, then somebody who's asked to get, he can beat. See that? Like he can beat this guy.
Yeah.
So they keep Drew Dober. They keep on Drew Dober around, feed him to the wolves, and then they'll put him against somebody he can beat just to make him feel good. And then
yeah.
he'll beat that guy, and then they'll put him against. He could fight Patty Pimblett next.
Wait. Yeah, that'd be crazy.
Dober against Pimblett. Okay, on to the main event though. What a main card here. What do we got? Oh yes,
So Paulo Costa and Luke Rockhold was canceled.
My soul hurts.
that sucks.
um,
Two of the trash talk for that.
That would've been
Legendary.
So
Terrible.
Awesome.
Would have been legendarily.
nah, it
terrible.
would have been terribly awesome.
I know. That's what
Yeah.
I'm
That
saying.
shit.
You talk about a couple of guys with the silver tongue for the fucking microphone.
I would have been laughing for hours.
Talk about. I mean, Luke Rockhold missed his chance as a television anchor doing news. I mean, it's very, very fluid speaking style. Okay, so the fights that are actually happening.
Yeah, moving up. Magomed Anklaev versus Anthony Smith.
They have been.
I call
talking so
Magomed. I
much
call
shit.
Magomed Akhmadov. I call him Giant Zabit. Look at him.
They be
he
talking
looks just like
so
him.
much shit, bro.
Have they really?
Yeah, bro. Like Anthony Smith. Anthony Smith talks shit about people he's fighting either way. But like,
I don't like that guy.
yeah,
I
he's.
love Anthony Smith.
Do you really? Something about him. I don't like him.
It's not that I don't like him. It's just like he kind of moves funny.
I
in
like
my
him. I just
opinion.
don't trust him.
Yeah, exactly. I can't like. He talks a little bit too much.
And
for,
the way
like-
he snarls, the way he looks, he just looks untrustworthy.
Yeah. Yes.
And the fact that
Okay. I'm
put-
glad you understand.
he puts on glasses when he's doing analysis to make himself look smarter.
And be wrong
Maybe
as
he
shit.
has a weird eye thing he doesn't want people to see.
He's a dummy. He's also a journeyman. Look at that. 36-16. I don't fuck with anybody with double digit losses. What are you doing? But who do you think wins this fight? Because Magomed has as many wins as Anthony Smith has losses. What a loser.
You are so mean.
Well, I'll take him down if he wasn't such a loser. So I got Magomed winning this one pretty badly.
Yeah, probably by submission. Or
Think so?
just brutal ground and pound.
Yeah, I don't see it. I think Anthony Smith is one of the most overrated fighters in the UFC. I also think, though, the 205 division, he could easily be champion in it because it's so weak right now.
I am the 205 division.
Well,
Without
get in
even
there,
being
bro.
205.
You don't even weigh 205 no more.
Exactly. Hey, that's why because they don't want it.
They don't want
Like
it. Do they?
I saw the fear in all of their eyes respectively, and I decided to drop down because I'm gracious.
Alex,
So, do we have Magomed?
Magomed's gonna win.
Yeah.
All right. I got Anthony Smith.
You do?
Mm-hmm.
Bold choice, my friend.
It's not impossible. Anthony Smith ain't no bitch.
He's a bitch. He's a bitch. He got beat up by somebody who snuck into his house.
Alexander Pantoja versus Alex Perez.
Pantoja.
Just gonna let him get away with that, dude.
Pantoja
That's
sounds
crazy.
it sounds like a metal band.
It's the truth.
Y'all are fucked. That's fucked. up.
Nobody sneaks into Hammertime's house.
That's fucked up.
All right,
I'm
so
sorry, bro. It was on the police report. Like he lost the
he was
fight.
getting fucked up by a crackhead. I mean,
Oh my god. Yo, that should not. have been
okay,
that
so
funny.
this is the flyweight division. This is your wheelhouse over there,
Yes,
Deuce.
sir. Yes, sir.
What do you know about these guys and how bad can you
Let me
beat them up?
see. Alex Perez. What's his
He has
record?
had bad luck. Damn,
He had
his
terrible luck.
Damn!
Damn. He had 2 straight years of canceled fights. He lost to Davis and Figueiredo in 2020 last.
Oh Lord, he got
Um,
subbed in a minute.
Yeah.
Oh god.
And I already told you what I'd do to Davis and Figueiredo.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Pantoja.
Pantoja it is.
Pantoja. What's Pantoja? Sounds like
Let's see. Alexander.
Sounds like a metal band.
Pantoja.
Pantoja rocks.
He's been game for a while too, since 2017.
Oh, okay.
All right.
He's lost to Askarov, and that's it. If I'm not mistaken. Oh no, and Figueiredo.
He went decision against Figueiredo though. Pantoja's gonna beat this fucker up.
Yeah, so I think it'll be Pantoja wins, but I think it'll be a good fight.
I think he also beat Moreno on the Ultimate Fighter. If
Pantoja?
Yeah. I think it was the first round too.
That's when Moreno sucked.
Yeah.
What do we got going on?
Yeah.
Oh,
Derek Lewis
well.
Versus Sergey Pavlovich.
Now we're cooking with gas.
I just saw a clip of them asking if Derek Lewis knows who he's fighting. He's like, yeah, what's his name? She's like, Sergey. He's like, yeah, I'm fighting Sergey. And she's like, do you know his last name? He's like, it's start with a P, right? Yeah,
I think he's sincere.
Yeah, he has no clue about his fucking opponent.
Yeah, I do know he switched camps though. Derek Lewis switched camps.
Oh, for real?
Yeah, he's working with some other people now, and I think he said this first time in a long time he's had fun fighting. Which is a fairly cliche thing to say, and I know a lot of times when dudes come off bad losses and they switch camp, they say this exact same thing. I'm in love with fighting again. I found my purpose again. I'm back in it. I love fighting. And then they go out and get fucked up.
You don't think Derek Lewis can turn the tides with that mighty right hand?
I think Derek Lewis can turn the tides.
I think
he also is 37.
I think Derek Lewis is fighting for money.
That's it.
And there's no wrong with that.
Yeah, but I don't think when you fight for money, you can easily lose and be like, oh, cool. I mean, especially he's on a contract.
Yeah, and this is a stepping stone for Sergey. He has one loss. Oh, he's jacked too.
Yeah, Sergey looks like
last win was
that boy look like the Russian Todd Duffy.
KO in the first round.
Thing about Derek Lewis though is he's the kind of guy who spoils these guys as fucking up and coming things all the time.
Every time.
Derek Lewis seems to lose against guys that are
Greco-Roman wrestling.
Well, Derek Lewis would just get up.
Derek Lewis is not bad
He's the one person that defies that logic of just getting up.
Yeah.
That's crazy. Shout out him.
Yeah, Derek Lewis can definitely but he's got that fucking equalizer, like just like if you got it, you got it, right?
Yeah.
So you might as well use it. I mean, he definitely beat the shit out of somebody trying to steal his fucking truck. So,
all right, who do we have?
Kai Kara Frank.
Oh, and the
motherfucker.
Oh,
Derek
dang, my
Lewis
bad.
versus.
I got Derek Lewis by knockout.
I want Derek Lewis to win, but I think Sergey's going to win. I think Derek Lewis.
Me too.
I think Derek Lewis loses a bunch of fights in a row and leaves the UFC. Goes to BKFC. That'd be awesome to see that.
That'd be fire.
Him against Greg Hardy. There you go. Greg Hardy versus Derek Lewis in BKFC. Awesome.
Oh my god.
All right, now moving on to Brandon Moreno versus Kai Kara France.
Brandon Moreno all day. I think Brandon Moreno's too good of a fighter, dude.
Yeah, I think Kai Kara France can definitely I think he has a chance. They have the same reach.
Do they really? Oh yeah.
They have similar styles. Like it's not this.
But the thing is, Moreno uses wrestling for offense.
Exactly, and that's what I'm worried about.
Doesn't. I think that'd be the only issue. But Brandon Moreno also just came off a loss, so I think he's coming for Kai's head. I don't know. This would be a really good fight. I wish it was fucking 5 rounds.
It's gonna be violent,
be fast.
Yeah.
Very fast. I got Moreno winning this one though. I think Moreno doesn't. I think it's a decision. They already fought once.
Yeah, I got Kai Kara France by TKO.
I don't think Moreno can.
You think he's gonna stop Brandon Moreno, huh?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think Moreno he gets really complacent when he feel like he's winning, just like his last fight. He got really complacent. I think he's hungry, but I think he's gonna kind of try to do his hand movements and kind of be really cool and really relaxed. And he's gonna hit with the overhand as he throws a cross or something. He's gonna get caught slipping, and he's gonna TKO him.
Okay. I think Kara France is more the straight line fighter and more aggressive and more like a pit bull.
I think so too. But I think that Moreno being there and just always ready to throw the jab. He throws a really lazy jab sometimes. I think Kai Kara France, like the minds that surround him, Adesanya, like he has some high level strikers. Volkanovski's his size. He probably gets some really good rounds in the gym.
Yeah, of course.
I don't know. I think he's ready.
A lot of pressure though coming out of the city kickboxing to be a champion. A lot of pressure.
Yeah.
Which I think I could see Kai France. I could see him winning this fight, but I think Moreno is going to be the champion again. I think he's going to win it all. So
yeah, everybody loves Brandon Moreno. I love Brandon Moreno. I wish both of them could win or both of them could lose, but
I hope it's a good scrap though.
One of them has to win.
Yeah, it's going to be a good scrap. I'm not mad. I'm not mad with anybody who wins. I'm just not, as long as one of them goes over there and beats fucking Figueiredo up.
Please.
Figueiredo. So yeah, that one I got Moreno. You guys got Kai Kara. Huh? Okay.
Moving on to you have
no, I'm good. Let's move on to the main.
Moving on to main event of the evening.
It's
Juliana Pena versus Amanda Nunes 2.
The most unanticipated championship fight in modern history.
I'm kind of anticipating.
I'm anticipating it. Maybe for you, I'm anticipating this shit.
I think it's going to be a beatdown pretty badly.
Who you have?
Nunes is going to beat her up.
I don't think so.
I think she's going to beat her up.
Nunes in shape like a motherfucker.
Yeah.
But Nunes also been with her kid all week. I think her being around her, like, I don't know. I just think that one of them.
They both brought their kids, just
They did. I know, but like one, I don't know. I've been watching like Lil and Betty.
Oh, see, you're following.
One was in the octagon and one was playing with her child.
Do you not learn everything you need to learn about fighting?
I saw Amanda Nunes. She was really slim and like she looked really fucking fast.
Yeah,
I think it's gonna be a hard fight. But with the confidence Juliana Pena has and knowing that she can take her down, I think that will make it a brawl and that Amanda Nunes will cave fourth round. And then she'll be able to get put out within the fourth and fifth round.
Okay.
Definitely.
Yeah, no, I think that's definitely a scenario that could play out. I think Amanda Nunes underestimated Juliana Pena the first fight. I don't think she trained very hard. I don't think that she put in I think she thought she was going to go in there and beat the shit out of her because she was like a plus, what's she, a minus 700?
She fed into the hype.
Yeah, and then she gets in there and she's like, "Oh, this girl's strong. She's in shape, and I'm not." And clearly Amanda Nunes gassed.
Yeah,
clearly she gassed out in that.
She was breathing hard in the second round. It was
she
crazy.
Tapped out to like a weird side choke. Like she wasn't even in proper.
She
position.
didn't even have the choke in.
She was tired. So if Amanda Nunes isn't tired, and Juliana Pena wants to stand and bang like she did, I think it's going to be a different game. That's just the way I think. I think Amanda Nunes knows what she's got to do. I think Amanda Nunes is going to win. I think Amanda Nunes wins, maybe retires.
And then Juliana just washes everybody else.
There's going to be some up and coming people here. And the women's unfortunately doesn't have as many weight classes as the men's, competitive weight classes. The men's, there's basically 3 weight classes. And it's so there will be another changing. I'm looking to see who's coming up though in that weight class of absolute animals because you got Misha Tate hanging around in there. She's done.
Macy, Kiasen, Carol Rose.
Yes. It'll be interesting to see what happens because I don't know how much more in the tank Amanda Nunes has. I mean, she keep on fighting.
I think she's done, man.
Mentally, I think she's ready to be just a mom.
Yeah.
But I think she wants this. I think she wants this one back badly. I don't think it's about the belt. I think she wants to be. I think she wants to go out on her terms as a champ, personally. So that's where I'm at with this. But this is one pay-per-view I'm definitely not going to be streaming illegally. I'm going to gladly pay $80 to watch this amazing card, which could easily be a fight night. But it is a decent card. I wish it was free. So, but yeah.
That's the card. Who do we have?
I got Amanda Nunes by knockout.
Yeah, same. Actually, nah. I'm gonna go with Juliana Pena.
I'm gonna go with Pena by decision.
5 rounds.
I know.
That's a risky pick.
There's no way Amanda Nunes goes 5 rounds in any fight.
All right, I feel you. Then she gets
TKO'd then.
Yeah, or TKO.
Yeah. She gets tapped by tapped by being tired, being a tired ass.
Yeah. All right. That's all we have for today.
Yeah, that's it, fellas. Good show today. Check us out. Give us what
Absolutely.
are our socialized media
All right,
handles
so
here?
we have Instagram, Mace Hammertime MMA, Twitter, just Mace Hammertime, and then YouTube, Mace Hammertime MMA.
Like, subscribe, tune in. We are the greatest show in combat sports.
Yeah.
500 to 0.